So as we all know now, because the outrage of the week is government shutdown and threats and scare tactics from each side of the political spectrum. At the end of the day, what kind of disruption might this cause? Probably people losing jobs. Probably it's some sort of tactic that the conservatives, specifically the Trump administration's using to help get rid of unnecessary jobs or jobs they see as unnecessary. Their whole holdout, or the reason they're holding out, is they're saying that the Democrats are trying to infuse health coverage and insurance and whatever that may entail towards undocumented, or let's be more specific, illegal aliens. That is a big issue. It's a big financial issue. It's a big social issue, and nobody wants to address it. And I think this is Trump's way of dealing with it, not directly, but indirectly, and getting an outcome he wants. The Democrats are held up because they have to kind of admit what their holdup is on making some sort of budget to go along with what the conservatives will agree to. So there's this whole issue back and forth. At the end of the day, I think for the general public, like always, there's not much to fear here. I think there is some fat we need to trim off of government spending continuously. There's a lot out there that is unnecessary and needs to be addressed. Historically, we've had interesting things economically happening. One of the major things, too, globally was on October 6th, 2008, England injected 75 billion euros into their economy to help with the financial global crisis that was going on, to help kickstart things. One of the more interesting things before my time of existence on this planet was that in 1973, on October 6th, with the Yom Kippur War, that was where Israel was starting a war against Arab countries. So what the Arabs did, more specifically Syria and Egypt, motivated OPEC to put tariffs on oil prices. They quadrupled. So any nation that they deemed supporting Israel during and in this war, this crisis they were having, they put huge tariffs on, where essentially it quadrupled the cost of a barrel of fuel. Bringing our whole relationship forward to the common era right now that we're living in, with what Israel's doing with Palestine and the issues that are occurring there and globally, not to mention the accusations of meddling in our political system here in the United States, it seems we've always had some sort of controversial or not so positive relationship with Israel. It seems we're always giving, and at the end of the day, somehow we're always being punished. Either our hand is getting slapped immediately, or on the backside of things, we're getting punished. And it seems we're not really benefiting. And something's going on here, right? Like if this was a normal relationship between you and your partner, and it was constantly abusive, it was constantly toxic, you'd have to reevaluate it. You'd have to go to therapy, figure out what's going on. And we're at that phase right now where we need to figure out financially, socially, and politically, globally, what's going on with us and Israel, not to mention our government. This whole crisis thing, it's going to come and go. It always comes and goes. Don't forget right now, the Senate, they're on a little vacation, so they're not even in office right now this week. So there's not much that would be done anyway. So it's like a perfect time to have this big government shutdown crisis. But as always, it's going to come and go. So there's not much to fear here. I think at the end of the day, it's just a political tactic that the Trump administration's doing. But in the longer scheme of things, historically speaking, we have bigger fish to fry. We need to figure out what's going on with our relationships with other nations and figure out if they are beneficial. And if not, we have to reevaluate them. Because it seems, at least socially in our country, the relationships that we do have right now, we don't seem to be supporting. And there's a big issue because of that brewing.